Nice and early indeed. Nice and early. Traders, what's up? What's up? Good morning. As you guys are tuning in, be sure to check out the disclaimer that is on the screen. Be sure to check out the disclaimer. Remember that day trading is, of course, risky business. Remember, it takes time to learn. It takes time to improve. And so in the beginning of your learning curve, you should manage risk by utilizing smaller size, smaller accounts, smaller cash accounts, simulators to ensure that you give yourselves enough time to become experienced and competent before putting out a lot of risk. All right. Other than that, remember the live streams are never an invitation to copy trade. It is all about learning the strategy, taking the time, putting in the work. Get rich quick, unless you play the lottery, it does not exist. It does not exist at all. It's all about the grind. It's all about the process. So keep that in mind. And remember that my results are not typical. These results are not usually what you're seeing. Most people are having a hard time. And so as we go through it, let's manage risk. So with that being said, let's talk about the watch list. Let's jump into it. Let's get locked and loaded. By the way, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Chan Z, what's up? What's up? It's another beautiful day. So in terms of what's moving and what's not, right? We have a couple of stocks here. Let's see. In terms of percentage, I'll go in percentage order today. So there's OCEA penny stock at 61%. There's also PNBK. PNBK. That one is actually 68%, so I believe that might be the leading stock. 68%, 40 million shares of volume, PNBK. OCEA, 61%, 180 million shares of volume. Then we have NLSP, which is up 38%, 23 million shares of volume. And we also have STBX penny stock at 40 cents. 36 million shares of volume, 26% move. And I do have CDT for continuation. CDT was a stock that moved up on Friday. So that's going to be my full list. I'm going to post to the chat. Everyday risk reward, how much? Well, my risk to reward is always going to be 2 to 1, right? Can I make, if I'm looking to make 50 cents on a trade, I don't want to risk more than 25 cents. That's standard for a lot of scalpers. 2 to 1 or better, even 1.5 to 1 or better. Anything over 1 to 1, as we average 50% accuracy, most of us, like 45, 50, 55. The higher accuracy is, if you are trading at like a 1 to 1 risk to reward, then you can still be profitable, of course, right? So I'm going to start off with PNBK, and then I'll make my way. PNBK, as usual, I don't look up the headlines. I do not look up the news. For me, it's just straight to the technicals. For those of you who did tune in when Marcelo was around for the 2 weeks, you guys will have noticed he likes to check in on the news headline. So PNBK, 306 for the pre-market highs. The lows of our current pullback has been all the way down here, 229. 229 for lows. So It looks like we started off around 4 a.m. Nice move up. We had a pullback in there, consolidation. It broke out new highs, but we didn't maintain that level for very long. And that was in this bit of a gray area here. Let's see if I can like zoom it out up top. Can we get a, yeah. So we pushed through, what was that, about 260, 270? We got to new highs around 3, but when it pulled back into the level, initially it held up, but then after the first pullback and the retest is essentially a double top at like $3. So this really and truly, I'm gonna put this level at 3. This really and truly needs to break over 3, and then if we can hold above that level, that'll be good. BDRX, let me take a quick look at that one. SF. Oh yes, indeed, I'm missing this one. 100%. Hold up, what is it not on the scans? BDR, is it like a SPAC or something? Maybe. I don't see it here. Let me see something. No filter. Ah, okay. So for whatever reason, okay, the float is 2.2 billion. That might not be accurate. That's why my scanner wasn't picking it up. The float is definitely worth double checking. So yeah, I'll add this to the list right away though. I mean, it looks like it's volatile. Volume looks good. Yeah, okay, BDRX. Let me add this one in. See, this is why a chat room is important, because if I was here by myself, maybe it would have been, 5 minutes into the open until I realized this one was moving. So you definitely got to stay alert. I'm gonna edit the list on the alert section. BDRX. Okay. So just to finish up with PNBK though, let's just double check the daily chart here. So the 200 EMA is at 249 on the daily. Right now we're right around that level. I hope we can get back above that and VWAP and then make our way back towards 3. We do have a few topping wicks in this area. Again, $3, 311, so break of 3 once again to emphasize that. But over 3, it looks like we might have some room, 354, 455. So PNBK, if it happens to be strong, hopefully we do push up there into levels around 5, maybe even $6. Not seeing much on the daily chart for what could be resistance. All right, looks good. So BDRX, coming over to BDRX. BDRX. I'm going to clear my drawing set. By the way, I will say that I feel much better this week. Like I feel like back to normal compared to the disaster of last week. Last week I had the flu or maybe COVID, I don't know. Anyhows, 966 pre-market highs, BDRX. The low of the pullback, we've been holding up VWAP here. The low has been 817. And okay, looks decent. Let's check out the daily chart. Come on, what are we working with here? So I'm seeing there was a candle with 7 million shares of volume back in October of last year. High point 1089. 1089. Definitely an area for me to keep an eye on. Short sellers at times would look back and see, where the stock last rejected and utilize that as somewhat of a benchmark at times, or even like a parameter, just an area where they could potentially short against. 747. Yeah, so we'll see how this does. Besides 1089, it looks like we'll have some room to the upside here. Not seeing anything on the charts till maybe like at least like 1640 area. So should be interesting. BDRX 200 EMA on the daily at 25.51. If it happens to be supernova and parabolic. 26.51 actually. 26.51 200 EMA. All right, so BDRX definitely looking good. Add it to the list. I'm going to configure my level 2, come down to 2 decimal places. All right, looks good. We got 9 minutes to the opening bell. 9 minutes. 9 minutes to the opening bell. And you know what? It's been a while since I switched out of the no filter. Am I missing anything else? MGOL. Do I have this one? MGOL. Let me double check on it. MGOL, I mean, it looks decent. 64%. So I was looking at the wrong scanner is what happened to me just now. I had it scanned a little tight. The no filter just goes in percentage order. Doesn't matter the flow, the volume, nothing. Just straight percentage order. So it really gives you a good view of everything. MGOL. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch out MGOL. Or let's say I'm going to add it and replace STBX. This looks much better than what was, how the list was looking. Now I feel better about this day because initially I'm like, man, this is looking kind of slow. So let's just get some trend lines here. OCEA. Let's see how this one's doing. So we had a move a few days ago, and I believe that was Thursday of last week, where we had a high point of 22 cents. Is that right? 20 was the high. 23. No, 24.40. 24.40. All right. And so this is good. It's an OCEA, definitely, definitely want to keep an eye on as well. We're consolidating right below VWAP at 22, so just a few cents below the previous highs. And it seems to be holding up. So, if we can get that breakout here, this could be pretty significant as well for the continued move. Maybe up to 25.30, hopefully 35.40. If it's really, really strong, maybe we can see the $0.50. But that's, of course, like way out there. 65.94 is a key daily candlestick from a few weeks ago. Back in December, we had a high point of 65.94. 180 million shares of volume that day. $200 EMA at 110, just in case it goes crazy. And I think that'll do it for me in this one. OCEA. OCEA. So MGOL will be next. MGOL. High point on this one is at 81.50. 81.50 high point. Low of the pullback. 62.62. Looks fairly healthy. We had to move up. We're kind of at rest right now, and I actually don't mind this type of chart at all. I think it's more likely we see an earlier red to green when it's like this. So looking at the daily chart, we've been selling off. We're kind of on a bear flag. The high point of the bear flag is 83.65. And so over 83.65, can we get up to $1? That's the first thing that comes to my mind here. Can we get up to 1? And then can we try to push through maybe even 120? We've been seeing a lot of stocks in this price range go from like 1 to 150, 180, 190, even $2. So 200 EMAs at 306. Again, over 83 could be interesting. That's 83.65 once again. Yeah, looks good. So MGOL, PNBK, BDRX, and then CDT continuation as well. CDT is from Friday. You know, we had the move from about 230 lows up to about 365, and today we're just under $3. So, you know, it could be worth something if it ends up moving, but we'll have to see how it does. I'm just gonna map out Friday's high, and then that'll be about it for this one. $370. Pre-market highs today are $320. Okay, that'll complete the list. It's 27. We have about 3 minutes, 2 minutes 50 seconds to the opening bell. It's another beautiful day. It's another day for us to be patient. It's another day for us to be disciplined. Yesterday was Super Bowl. Today is the trading bowl. Every day here in trading is almost it's like the Super Bowl, right? Limited room for error. Limited room for error. Mistakes is what causes us to lose most of the times. Yeah, can the stock sometimes fail in a good setup? That happens. But most of the times, it's us, the traders, who may not have executed well, who might have hesitated, whatever it could be, right? So, you know, let's look forward to being firm, disciplined, and ferocious. We still have to come out here like warriors and like gladiators. Right now, we have 2 minutes until we step foot into the arena, at least for those of us who are waiting for the open. For those of you who trade pre-market, I guess the arena has been open for some time. So let's be firm, let's be disciplined. All my share size is looking good. Like, you know, going through my checks here. Share size, small size to start before I get aggressive. Everything's checking out. Everything is looking good. Everything looking pretty good. I'm going to be watching BDRX and PNBK closely. Again, some of the penny stocks are looking good as well, so I'll rotate through and I'll go from there. I do want to keep in mind my max loss of just 500. If I can't get anything going with small size, it means it's a day that's just not that hot, and taking it slow will be the way to go. But if we do see something early, I want to get straight to business right away. I don't feel anxious. I don't feel nervous. I feel great, in fact. And it is time to put forward some good, excellent trading. As long as we do that, it'll be a fantastic day. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe. We got 30 seconds. BDRX shaping up here like it wants to give a break of 9, perhaps. All right, let's trade to the best of our abilities. My level 2 definitely having some trouble here. BDRX early. The stock also seems naturally volatile. $92. Okay. It's having some trouble. 920 for highs so far.
NCV.
Okay, all right. All right, I got to slow it down a little bit here.
NCZ.
The low of that dip, 796. It looks like it's having a hard time. Everything else is slow, so I'll just wait.
SLDB.
A few bigger losses there with the smaller size. Just 1,000 shares.
ASTS. MNTS. CRNC.
BNET.
CLS. AIOT. LTRY.
ASTS.
GRRR. BTDR. CENX. LUNR. KMDA. RXRX. SATL. CRNC.
BBAI.
PGY.
SATL.
BTDR.
Again, everything kind of looking slow.
BDRX.
UAMY.
Why is this
KMDA.
a 3-minute?
SATL. PNBK.
MGOL, we'll see how it does.
RXRX. TDOC. MNTS.
I'm not sure why my chart here is not saving as a
BTDR.
1 minute for this other level 2. See, 67, 41, 68.
TDOC.
KMDA. PDYN. SATL. PNBK.
67, 8, 67, 5.
LUNRW. HAIN.
MNDY. BTDR.
SABS.
69 for MGOL highs.
KMDA. TDOC. GLST halted. SATLST will resume at 9 hours 38
69, 69. We're getting a new
IBB.
1 minute candle
BDRX will
here.
resume at 9 hours 37 minutes and 52 seconds. MNDY. BTDR. AIOT.
67,
DOWNU may resume in less than a minute.
67, 2. There's a small spread here too as well.
LUCT. XNET.
FPAY. PDYN. DOMH.
OPRT.
68, 2.
LFWD. MND.
I'm hoping for a bit of a bigger dip, but it might not. Here's a new candle in the 1.
KMDA.
And it is pulling back.
DOMH.
64, 65, 4. Decent fill.
DOMH.
Decent bounce as well.
TDYN.
Much bigger pullback there though.
KMDA.
JBDI. NBNI. NEON. DGHI.
GRRR.
68. So it's, I mean, you know, it's okay so far, but we'll see if it pulls away here.
EJH.
DOMH halted. DOMH will resume at 9 hours.
Okay, it's trying. There's some volume, but sellers. Okay, 7.
AIOT.
Oh, come on.
MNDY.
A bit of a false breakout there. Well, I'm pushing my max loss here, so I gotta be careful.
TDOC. SATL.
652.
KMDA.
I kind of took some bigger losses than expected on the other one.
MNDY.
652.
BDRX may resume in less than a minute.
CDT.
BFRG. GRRR.
63.
TDOC. RACU.
CDT has a bit of a spread, but is moving up a little bit.
SATX.
We'll see if MGOL holds up the dip.
MNDY.
If not, then there's nothing to trade here for now.
LFWD. GRRR. TDOC. INBZ. BDRX. MNTS. CDT. Profacco halted. MNDY. RFACU will resume at 9 hours 42 minutes and 16 seconds. SATL. TDOC.
$63.5.
GLST.
MSPR. ACON.
TDOC. GRRR. DOMH may resume.
This dip is looking very depthy. I'm gonna check out some other stocks.
ROK.
MNTS.
GLST. GRRR.
MNTS at the highs.
MNTS. NBIS. TDOC.
Oh, wow. Can we continue?
Will resume at 9 hours 44 minutes and 31 seconds. SATL.
I got a pretty bad fill, man. Oh my god. Trying to dip again.
DOMH. BFRG. TDOC.
I'm surprised we had that type of move and like no follow through.
MNDY. GPRE.
SOPA. ABBE. JJ.
BALY.
Maybe a false breakout and back down.
SATL. GPRE. JG. DOMH. MNDY.
I got a pretty high fill in the dip down from 60. So right now just paper cuts, like not seeing anything. I'm below my max loss here, so I mean I could stop, but it still seems so early, like nothing has happened yet. But
JG.
I guess if nothing comes, that's it. Well, you know, I'll be here till like 11, but
SATL.
usually it's hotter earlier.
Rally halted. BALY will resume
Usually,
at
not
9
always,
45
but
minutes and
usually.
52 seconds. BFRG.
Down like 700, Big Steve,
DOMH.
or maybe like 9. I don't. Let's see. I didn't check.
DXF.
Down 900. Yeah, down 900. DOMH. Let me check it out. DOMH already back down into the halt.
SATL. BFRG.
MNTS. Will it climb back up?
GPRE.
BDRX, no good.
YOSH halted. YOSH will resume at 9 hours 47 minutes and 25 seconds. DXF halted. YOSH. DXF will resume at 9 hours 47 minutes and 17 seconds. PDYN. DOMH halted. DOMH will resume at 9 hours 47 minutes and 11 seconds. NLSP. CRNC. RR. GLST may resume in less than a minute.
QNTM. MODB.
QNTM. PDYN. NLSP. MSPR. RR. TDOC. QNTM. MGOL.
Yeah, MGOL is at the highs. You know, that pullback just looked a little too weak at the time, but it curled up.
QNTM. RR. ALY may resume in less than a minute. MGOL. BNA.
Taking the dip, 66.
NLSP. CRNC. SOPA.
There's 67. not bouncing. It's interesting to see that type of dip and like no immediate reaction. It's like a 4-cent drop from 70. That's kind of rough.
BMRA.
Yeah, NLSP, if it gets over 3, maybe it looks a little bit better, but you know, we're kind of chopping around a bit. How's the dips? Maybe the dips are good. It needs to rip over 3 here.
NLSP. CDT. DOMH may resume in less than a minute.
SWTX.
NNE. RFACU may resume in less than a minute. DXF may resume in less than a minute.
SWTX.
YOSH may resume in less than a minute. CDT. MGOL. SWTX BNAI. SWTX will resume at 9 hours 51 minutes and 20 seconds.
MGOL got back up there.
DOMH. RFACU. DXF.
NLSP is to 76.
YOSH.
BNAI.
DATS.
JG. RR. MGOL. BNAI. CDT. LTBR. PLRX.
And come on, 69. I did not get caught into any big flushes on this one.
In less than a minute.
FAAS.
LTBR.
There's 71. Will it push through? We've got a few sellers here.
MGOL.
Ay. Okay, okay.
BNAI.
And there's 71 again. Okay, it's gonna break through this time. Seems like it's holding. I'm gonna try.
MGOL. NNE.
NSPR.
BNAI.
There's 62.8 or 72.8.
SOPA.
Seventy-two 9, 73.
SERB. MGOL.
Jeez. 73 again.
NNE.
73.5. I gotta do a better job. I'm looking for bigger dips. It's not dipping bigger. I gotta just take them.
RR.
It's a little high, but gotta just take them.
SWTX may resume in less than a minute. LTBR. SERV.
Gotta take the high dips.
NNE.
Gotta take the high dips. Try to just get something.
JG. BNAI. LTBR. SERV.
Don't
XNT.
you dare. Okay, good. Get out of. Where's that bounce?
QNTM.
Where's my fill?
PLRX.
Cutting it. Trying again. And we're seeing a 5-minute pullback. Low 80.68.
RR.
One step forward, one step back.
MBLY. PLRX.
Bro, these penny stocks are in the depths these days, bro. This this is not it. I think there's opportunities here, which is why I'm even trading it, but I don't know, man.
ASTS.
Ay, ay, ay. So like we get back the half day move. Hopefully it can curl back up and try again at some point.
KULR.
GLST.
RR.
There's a big seller.
GLST halted.
And the seller's gone.
GLST will resume in 0 seconds. ASTS. PLRX.
Alright, still kind of not really seeing a ton.
MGOL. BNAI. MNDY.
BNAI.
ASTS. PLRX. NBIS.
$81 for those highs.
MNDY.
Taking 73 dip. And the dip is... The fills are slow on this one too.
PLRX. NBIS.
Alright, do I shut it down now? I'm thinking like, do I just shut it down? I'm down $900, which is technically past this max loss I'm trying to set for myself here.
ASTS.
And there's nothing in sight. BNAI is maybe the last hope here.
RGW. QIPT. RNAZ.
I could have been back in, but the fill was so slow to get out that it's a bit...
PLRX.
There's a spread here too. $81 for highs. 81.
CDT. ASTS. PLRX. SWTX may resume in less than a minute.
See these freaking dips, man. Yeah,
MGOL
buck is like down to 70.
ORN.
The dips are dipping, and the losses are accumulating.
ASTS.
I'm gonna size down aggressively here to give myself at least a chance. See, I'm using 9,000 shares on this stock, and I know I could be using like 25, so it feels like I'm using small size, but there is no accuracy here. Not even with 9K, the fills are a little slow as well, so
JG.
I'm gonna bring it down some more and just wait. Maybe for something at like $5-10. CDT, the volume is kind of scattered, so we'll see if it does curl. The dips are unpredictable, right? For this type of stock, it's just, you know, a little unheard of to be dropping 8 cents like normally like that.
STIM.
So the range is incredible here. It seems like there's a 9 to 10 cent range on the candlesticks, which is definitely a little different for this type of price. So you gotta maybe watch out and watch it those overextended pullbacks. Hopefully this one is able to get above $1. If it ends up being strong, that'll be pretty good.
BNAI.
Oh, they keep going. There's 84. Okay, it's gonna open up some more. So it's staying true to that range to the upside here on the breakout as well. That's about 8 cents.
ASTS. NBIS.
So we should be able to get over $1 pretty easily with this one. We should be able to get over $1 very fast.
DGNX.
Bro, what's going on?
PA.
This thing is not selling. So watch out for floating orders here.
ASTS.
Watch out for floating orders, BNAI.
PLRX. IMNM. BNAI. ASTS. NBIS.
The halt up is at 94 if it does push up some more.
PDYN. IMNM. BNAI.
There's a small bid. And not much from that. It's getting filled. 50,000 remaining.
BIS.
And is filled.
ASTS. LTBR. SWTX may resume in less than a minute. RR.
I think once it gets over 1, it can be very, very good for me here.
LTBR. NBIS. RR. ASTX.
SWTX.
NBIS. LTBR. GLST may resume in less than a minute. SWTX.
CCLD.
LEU.
JG. BOWN.
Bro, it's still floating. Come on, man.
CRNC.
It's kind of dangerous.
BOWN.
And that's for just 3,000 shares, which is like nothing.
JG halted. JG will resume in 0 seconds.
And we missed out on our $40 gain there, but
IMNM.
bro, so I mean, what about the people taking like 20, 30,000 shares?
LEU.
GLST.
STIM.
VWAP is at 73, just in case it, you know, behaves crazy here. And we see 84, 85.
STIM.
TDTH.
RZLBW. LEU.
Fill is not ideal. Not ideal. Trying to get out flat there. We'd want to see over 85, of course. And then the retest. Well, we could see an early pullback. It all depends. Oh, this thing keeps doing this
BRAR.
nonsense of floating orders.
SATL. RNAZ. LTBR.
Beware of floating orders.
CRNC. SCRB.
I still think it can retest the highs. I'm not in at the exact low, with not any sort of
JP may
size,
resume in
but
less than a minute. BOWN may resume in less than a minute. MNTS.
a bit of a bluff. I don't know if I'll get another chance to be in properly.
LTBR. SCRB. STIM. REKR.
Time.
WLGS.
LTBR.
Try again. 81.
SERB. SATL.
JG,
CRNC.
BOWN,
ASTS.
Alright, come on.
ASST.
SERB. BNAI. SATL.
Needs to buy twice. 88. Now, if it dips here, okay, it's gonna go. If it dips,
SERB.
it needs to hold up the dip that comes. The halt is at 98.
BNAI.
92. Again, if it dips, it needs to hold up the dip. I'm being aggressive. I'm buying it a little higher than I would want, but
SERB.
will we retest?
TRBJ. CURI.
89. Oh, there's a bid. There's a bid. I didn't even know this. Crap. Damn it. Maybe it came as I sold. 90. That's 88.4 for that bid.
CJMB.
SATL. CRNC. BNAI. QNTM.
There are some bigger bids showing up, but we're not really reacting.
ALXO.
At least not immediately.
RZLVW.
92 hive day.
CRNC.
Like right there, we need to rip over 92.
BNAI.
92 again. So there's maybe some short sellers here getting in, or some profit taking maybe. I need this stock to get over 1 to make thousands. If it goes from like 1 to 150, I can do well. But in this price range right now, I'm in the depths.
QNTM.
JUNS.
RR. SUN.
Really crap. All right, I'm gonna just take that. I'm gonna take that. Can we see a 5-minute pullback? Maybe, but I don't think so, right? Hopefully we can hold up tight and retest. Dang, that was good. That was good. Got a little too ahead of myself there.
PAL.
That was good.
PTL.
RR. PAL.
What I was hoping for too was like to get like the lower fill with like a little bit of lag getting in, but got the 87 fill. Adding like lower into this stock is just too risky because it could drop so much. The new candle 80. So far it's still holding up the pullback, just the lower low. Yeah, there's 90. So that was a great dip.
BNAI. QNTM.
GRRRW.
SATL.
The halt is at 104. Hopefully it keeps going up. So that dip, break of 90, the hold of 90.
BNAI. QNTM. SATL. ARBE.
There's a seller 92. You might see a new low. Nope, it's gonna break. Oh, come on. 90,000 shares.
SATL. ARBE.
Because of how this one is moving, when it does get over $1, we're gonna have one less decimal place. So for me, the dips a lot of the times become a little easier to anticipate.
BOW may resume in less than a minute. ARBE.
No bounce. 88. Trying again.
BKY on.
Brutal fill, man.
SXTP.
The stock is strong. Let's see if it keeps going. Halt ups at 06.
AFRM.
$95. 96 is the highs right now.
KABL.
You know, a part of me just does feel like I could be taking 10 times more trades, and maybe that would have been a better approach for this stock. But I've only been taking a few trades. This is where it gets interesting though, like if we can get over this level here.
BNAI. AFRM.
Okay. Alt is at 7. There's a lot of sellers though.
MBLY. BNAI. AAOI. DATS. FRM.
95. And
MBLY.
95. Come on, KB.
CRNC. AFRM.
Over 1.
ARBE. BNAI. SOPA. CRNC. AFRM.
Over 1. Over 1. It's struggling a little bit here.
PAL.
Okay. All right. The halt is at 10.
BNAI.
Oh, you son of a gun, knew. Okay, that's fine.
PDYNW.
Come on, I expect better movements. Over 1.
PDYN. CRNC. ARBE. AIOT. BOWNU may resume in less than a minute.
Bro, it's like not doing anything. Like this may be worse than below 1.
PDYN.
Like that's just come on.
CRNC. ARBE. AIOT. PDYN.
Should have been a winning trade there for at least a set and a half. Loss. Oh, 5 for highs. Don't tell me that baby bid is gonna give us.
AFRM.
03, 04.
BNAI. BDYN. KMD.
Bro, it is a mess here. I gotta, for this chart down here, I have to get rid of this, like, I gotta fix the axis so it's just like stuck to the right. That way it keeps focus. I only look down every like couple of minutes.
SATL. SYM. GRRR.
GRRR.
AREC.
PDYN.
Good. 97, 96. And
ASTS. SYM.
over one, it seems more like a larger float. Like it's more thick.
AIOT.
Can it go to 120, 150?
ASTS.
It wouldn't take long to do well if it moves the right way for me here. I do think maybe being more scalpy earlier could have helped as well.
GRRR. CRNC. STS.
Brutal. Selling pressure is on.
ASTS.
Like this type of like look at this level 2 right here, the tape, like just a mess. 94. Bro. That type of dip only works if I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna give this thing 4 cents to the downside. Like
ASTS.
it's not good. Build a whole bunch of water here.
GORV.
Yeah, that dip was like level 2 wise, tape wise, just very tricky.
GORV. LFWD. SYM.
93.7.
ASTS.
Oh my god. Bro, see that right there is just not okay, man. freaking order confirmation. Well, this day looks like it's in the depths. We brought it to flat, but back to the lows. Not BNAZ, was that what it was? BNAZ, the other one? Or no, BDRX. A little slow to react to one trade, a higher fill in another. And then that dip on the last trade did not work well.
ARBE.
So
RENB.
I think maybe this is it.
XNET.
Over one, we didn't really get much on this one. I think being more aggressive for the break of 90 would have been a good idea. I did see it hold just a little, you know, sometimes I don't know why, but a little reluctant to get long right there the first time. For that like initial push to 96. Sometimes I think like these type of stocks, they can move so wacky for so long that when I do end up seeing the entries that I normally like, it's like, you know, you kind of ask yourself, is it even going to work? Like, the way how this thing has been moving. And then, of course, it does work. And you're not in.
HINS. ASTS.
So, slow day. Slow day.
OSF.
89 for the low so far. When that confirmation pops up, you're trying to sell, and then it, you know, the confirmation pops up, so you kind of have to X the confirmation out and then sell. So you're at the risk of like slippage up or down, depending on the situation. Of course, the break and reclaim works well. But again, the way how this stock has been moving, it's like taking that type of trade, it's like,
AF Arden.
it doesn't seem like there's any sort of like, what's the word?
LEU.
It's continuity, the word. I'm gonna stay on the sidelines for now. Sidelines.
HIMS.
Over one again, you know, we'll see. Over one. See if the 5-minute candle continues here to make the new high.
MGOL.
PNBK.
MGOL.
Looks like the 5-minute candle to make the new high is rejecting.
OSS.
FLTC.
OSS.
The only thing left here is a potential ABCD, VWAP bounce, and hopefully it curls back up.
CJNB.
No bounce still.
MGOL. DOMH.
Can we see the bounce back to 90?
DOMH.
There's a lot of buying, but can we bounce?
DOMH. DOMH halted. DOMH will resume at 10 hours 39 minutes and 11 seconds. CJMB halted. CJMB will resume at 10 hours 38 minutes and 31 seconds. AFRF. GLSTU may resume in less than a minute.
DOMH to save the day. Please, brother, please, can we see a smooth move here? By the way, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. So far, a bit of a slow day, just taking it easy, keeping it tight, and waiting. We did get to flat, but then we gave back everything on BNAI, up like 750 at the max.
ASPS.
GLSTU.
AFRF.
Or it's so crazy how much you could make when this thing is like
API.
moving with just a little bit more speed and tight. Like if the move is a little tighter and it's moving a little faster, when the dips are a little bit easier to anticipate and predict. It's like on these same stocks, we could do like 10, 15, 20,000 when the circumstances like it's right. So DOMH.
MGOL.
So we just broke a double top at 5. It's halted over 5. Volume into the halt up, pretty decent.
ARBE.
GLSTU.
ASTS.
Resumption is going to be at 39 and 11 seconds.
ARBE.
39 and 11 seconds.
To MGOY. GLSTU will resume at 10 hours 41 minutes and 49 seconds. PNBK may resume in less than a minute.
Ay, ay, ay. We must brace ourselves for these slower markets. Jeez. If DOMH is good, it can salvage the day here pretty nicely. So hopefully we see a strong move out of this resumption.
ASTS. AFRM.
Less than 30 seconds.
HIMS.
DOMH. No fear. No hesitation. 10 seconds. Here we go.
DOMH.
PTYN.
Well, we needed a better dip than that, man. The breakout didn't work.
HIMS. ASTS.
It needs to pull back or something. Dip.
PL.
It held again. I didn't take it. Is it gonna go?
XXIO.
ARBE.
Bro, look at that freaking bill, son. Oh my god.
HIMA.
Bro, this is not okay. Did I really take that long to buy?
ARBE.
Well, red day recap, it would seem. Got filled at 40. At the high, it's buying at 20.
HIMS. STIM. KMTA. ARBE. GLSTU may resume in less than a minute.
Come on, can we see the red to green? The fills are not favorable whatsoever. Yeah, okay, this is definitely a max loss day at this point. What am I down now? Time to get the hell out of here. And
CJMB may resume in less than a minute. ASTS.
what I've noticed on my red days is my accuracy is just not like it's just so bad. Like every single one of my red days, like 95% of my red days, my accuracy is like 25%. Today, I mean, I don't even know if I had a winning trade today. Jeez. It's definitely below 40%, that's for sure. Which is not the standard. Three trades, $700 losses. Like, come on. The first on the resumption, I tried to buy a break. I tried to buy the breakout. We didn't really dip. It's like, okay, I'm gonna just jump in for the move.
CJ.
It does go, but then immediately, like before I could even get out, it's already back down. I think we went from maybe like 17 to like 35.
ASTS.
39 highs. There's a spread.
LEU. SRFM. ASTS. HIMS.
APM. MPU.
CJMB. DOMH. PDYN.
The breakout, no good. $45. We got some smaller sellers at 50, but
CJMB. PDYN.
look at these spreads, bro.
ASTS.
25 by 39 right there.
THGE.
GLSTU may resume in less than a minute.
TNFA.
PDYN. LEU.
NIXX.
GLSTU.
CLA.
Bro, oh my gosh, man. I gotta shut it down. Oh man, that was a great trade. I bought at 96 a minute 12. See, I should have walked away when I was down 500, and I'd have saved myself the misery. This is twice where I don't leave at 500 and I'm down like 2K. Come on, man. And like my actual max loss, I'd say is like 800. So when I'm at 5, it's like I want to be very careful. We brought it back to 0 almost. And then we gave back on BNAI.
SKBL.
And then now to be down 800 on this nonsense. Primarily because of 2 high fills too. One high fill at 40, buying at 20, and right there buying at 97, 96, and at 12. It's 30 cents of slippage, about 2,200 shares on average. So most of my losses here is just slippage. The resumption wasn't that good because we didn't really pull away. The dip was very, very tight. The moment I tried to get in, it was probably already at the highs. Let's see.
ABG hard.
Yeah, I mean, I got 25, which wasn't bad. So we had a low of maybe like 16. Oh, I can't remember. I have to watch the video. Did it go as low as 5? Maybe, maybe not. It might have came back down to 5 after going up. But I think we might have had a low of like 10, 15, a minute 25. It maybe gets to 35, 40. What's the high here? 30, yeah, 35. But before I could even sell, it's like it's at 16 or lower, and I'm like selling for a loss. So the resumption wasn't really great there. BNAI was stock of the day, but you definitely have to be very, very aggressive scalping wise, or just maybe longer hold time. I think taking more trades could have done me well, but when I saw how big the range was initially, I decided not to be super, super active, because if I tried the micro dips early, then I could get caught in like the 10-cent drop, 8-cent drop. But once it got into that like second uptrend, like over 90, the dips seemed to be pretty tight for the most part. Like we were going from like 1 down to like 97, 96. We didn't really drop all the way back down to like 90 right away. Tomorrow again. Can I come back later? I mean, I could come back and get myself like a $200 max loss at small size. And like, if I make money, I can size back up, but such a slow day. BDRX early. This is the thing with these slower markets, is that sometimes there's no room to get back to green if you're a little slow to get started. But I gotta consider walking away at the $500 mark though. It seems so tight, but I think it can save me money in the long run. This is twice now where I've like really paid attention to it, and it's like one day I was down 2K. That's the day we had KZIA. And then today. What I did think about on the resumption was I could use smaller size than 2,500 shares. I guess I have to be a better manager, right? I gotta manage risk more appropriately. Like I knew if it didn't work well, this could happen. I could like double my loss in a day. The other side of me was thinking resumptions have been working well last week, the week before. Let's try to hit it quickly just in case after the dip and rip, there's like maybe just a few more trades and that's it. Try to hit it hard, get to green, maybe perhaps get back to flat or in the green and then like get out of here. The other side, the other third of it is, should I use smaller size to where if this does happen, I'm still somewhat afloat? As in like maybe instead of 2,500 shares, I use like 1,100 shares. I'd probably be down like 250 rather than 800. But then if the stock did go, I'd probably make like 700 max. These are all the things that I like go through your head like in the moment.
SOPA.
But I can't complain though, because if the stock did, well, if this stock was strong and it did go to like 650, then I would have been up a couple thousand, and then it would have been like, hey, great, right idea, right? You know, we did the right thing. So the other side is always there, and I think as long as you explore the options, whichever option you do end up going with, you know, you just live with the outcome, right?
SOPA.
Mother lover.
HIMS.
For the guys like Tim that stay all day, I don't even know if they have a max loss. They probably just, you know, like right now I don't feel mentally compromised. I could keep trading if something else comes, but it's like the day is just so slow that is it even worth like being here for anything? If a hot stock hits the scans right now, I feel good to go, but is a hot stock or is a stock that's going to be hot for the first 2 minutes hit the scans and then it's dead the next hour, and then you get caught in the backside thinking it's good. AVGR. Yeah. So we got a red day to start the week. So far, I'm only green, like I'm really small green on the month, just 3,000 last week. So today we're gonna give back about half of that. So we'll see tomorrow. I mean, if we get hot momentum, like it, you know, nothing really matters. But
HIMS.
it's just a matter of keeping it tight till we get the next wave of opportunities. And the penny stocks, man, like penny stocks.
SOPA.
It's always good to see them early. This one started off around 60, around 58. The breakout kind of took place. I think they showed up around 70, maybe 72, 73. For those of you in the chat room, let's jump into Gen 1. I gotta hook up my headset here. It's been a long time. I think it's time we get back to the floor. I gotta hook up my headset. We need Big Steve to come give us a therapy session for the slow market times. Second red day here. Actually, before I join, let me just fix my settings. Voice. Output. Okay. And then on the YouTube stream, desktop audio. Okay. Check, check. What's up, what's up? Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. I'll be in that coaching call too, because the last time I was feeling pretty bad. How did you guys do today? Yeah, just trying to get by, man.
ASTS.
By the way, congrats to Nick once again for passing verification.
Yo, RT.
Yo, what's up, brother?
ASTS.
Yes, so you guys were talking about the summit that's coming in the summer, you said, right?
We've only been doing like the team houses so far, and we definitely want to have something that is more inclusive. That way we can have more members meet up more formally. So this summer we're definitely 100% doing a summit. It's gonna be like a seminar style, more than likely over 2 days.
ASTS.
Cool idea, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we got quite a few people joining in actually. Hope you guys were able to get some green.
EON.
We got Mighty in the building, we got SF.
ASTS.
SF, were you able to get green today or what? Maybe he's still, I don't know, he probably can't hear us.
PTON.
And your mic is on, by the way, so we can hear all that.
We can hear you typing, dude.
Ah, that's funny. Okay.
We can hear you.
Green in one account, red in the other one. So pre-market green and regular trading hours lost. Nothing worked. Fields were awful. They were hanging orders. You know, I have that linked account shortcut situation. It was a mess today. I couldn't tell which account was stuck, and there was an account stuck. So I guess now I witnessed one of the potential downsides of trading in two accounts.
SLNH.
Yeah, these floating orders, man.
SLNH.
How did you finish, Abdi? How much?
I'm down 1,600 in the slums.
In the depths.
In the bottom of the 7 seas today, brother.
Yeah, very tough day.
Yeah, I kept it manageable for the most part, but then DOMH, a few high fills, and just couldn't get anything out of it. Doubled the loss from 800.
Were you up to BNAI early on, or didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it early on. I think I needed to take a few more trades on it. It was moving a little weird, so when a few of the good entries did come around, I kind of hesitated. But I got up to 750 and then gave it right back. By the way, there's gonna be a team house meetup. So we're gonna be doing the raffle again for all the students.
Yeah, you guys, when you do the team house, you gotta push on those shorts. They are so goddamn funny, man. I love them so much.
You know, I still have at least 10 from the one from January. So I'll post one more today. I'll post a few more.
Yeah, keep on doing it. It's so funny, man.
Yeah, Tim, the last one with Tim, a lot of people liked, but he's like on a slow day, he looks at his bank account, you know?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Tim is hilarious, man. But yeah, this next one's gonna be in March, so
MTC.
it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna talk. Actually, it's already on the website, so in the recap as well today, I'm gonna talk about it some more. So we're gonna spin the wheel, and one student's gonna get the chance to come out.
Is it only new students or existing students as well?
As long as your membership isn't expired.
Oh, okay, nice.
The people who have won before will remove them out of the wheel, though. I think that'll be a good thing to do.
So when is the raffle?
It's gonna be the first week of March. We're gonna spin the wheel. Yeah, like the end of February. For those people watching on YouTube, if you guys don't know, you guys we meet up every so often. Myself, Marcelo, a few other guys from the chat room, and we'll usually invite one student to come along with us and hang out for at least a week. And it's different locations. We've done New Jersey, we've done California, Los Angeles, California, San Diego, we've done Vegas. This next trip is going to be in Arizona. So this should be pretty interesting. It's going to be a good time with the boys. It's going to be a good time. We do have, by the way, this time we're going to go crazy this time. So what we're going to do, we're bringing someone as like a camera guy to be there 24 hours a day to film. So Oren, you said you like the reels. We're gonna film 10 times as much stuff this time. And,
Yes, sir.
And see how it goes. It should be epic. In fact, this one is gonna be the most aggressive one to this point. It seems like every time it kind of gets bigger and bigger. I will say that this last trip that just happened was very last minute, so there wasn't a lot of planning. One of the guys were like, hey, let's just meet up. And within 2-3 days of the message, we were already there at the place. So we didn't get a chance to like fly out a student or anything. So this time for sure, we have some time to really dial it in. So
Yo, RT, how do you check you have an existing? It says right there, be an existing MMU member and have active accelerated micro scalping program. So just check my membership or something.
Yeah, if you've bought within the last, like, I guess 365 days and you're still a student, as long as your membership is not expired.
Yeah, I gotta double check. But I think last time you sold some raffle tickets. Are you doing that this time?
No, this time, no raffle tickets this time. I mean, we thought it was like something that would have been like a cool idea, but like there's some like legal stuff there that we have to be careful with, so.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Big Steve, man. Met up with Big Steve on the last trip. Always good to see the chat room members. Tariff markets are weaker. Yeah, but if anybody has any questions here, like, you guys can feel free to jump in, take the floor. If you want to ask anything, you guys can feel free. I don't think.
Yeah. Who's green and how are you green today?
Well, I'm red, so I let some of the other guys take the floor.
Nobody?
No one is green out of this 20 people here. No, there's no way.
Dude, better questions. How's Nick red, man? You got your new verification badge. How are you red?
Oh, bro, I've been trading for a long time. I get red sometimes.
Well, congrats on the new verification, man.
Thank
How
you,
long have
dude.
you
Thank
been
you.
trading?
Since March 2020.
Oh, shoot.
How about yourself?
5 years coming up.
Uh-huh.
Nice, man. April 21, I think. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. It's always like everyone joins in like the really hot periods, and then you have to learn how to survive in the slow periods.
Yeah, I'm getting smoked recently the past 2 months.
Oh yeah, dude. My entire January is flat. But I had a really good December as well.
Nice. Yeah, man. I went on vacation and came back and decided to hit the gas and got slapped on the face, but treading water now.
Feel that. Yeah, it's always like when I'm super cautious, I do well, and when I try to be aggressive, I always get like kicked in the face. So I feel that. Maybe I should just like never be aggressive.
I can't do that either.
Oh, MGOL looks like it wants to do a late day play. Gotta put my food down now. There it goes.
Oh, nice.
How are you doing?
It's a nice move. 6 cents.
So Artie, you don't trade large cap at all, or no?
No large caps. At one point, I did listen into some callouts from some other members here on like Tesla.
Okay.
I had like a really good day, but since then I haven't really like dabbled.
Gotcha. I got my money from Nvidia this morning, so just $1,000.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Did you buy from that dip down at like 118 or just more of like a
No, so it's an intraday option. So I was waiting for the break of 130, and then it so happened this morning it just break it to 134. So I got out at 134.
That thing climbed back up pretty quickly, man. I was hoping it could
Oh
go a
yeah.
little lower, but held up. I have a very small position in like 123, but I wanted.
I'm holding long term. Average is what? Probably 99 or something. 'Cause I've been holding it long time.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it can go to like 160 eventually.
Oh yeah. I mean that's if tariff those tariff news doesn't stop us from doing that, but
I've heard some like different interpretations of what the tariffs really are and how it affects us. But I guess I have to do some more research.
Oh yeah.
ORN.
GLSTU.
MGOL.
MGOL, not a bad move.
Holster halted. GLSTU will resume at 11 hours 19 minutes and 20 seconds.
Dang, Save 20k red to flat. Holy smokes. And then to green.
Savage doesn't play.
Tim, red 5k. NT. First day trading in DAS. Nicely done. Dynasty flat, mighty 1.3. Dilly, you're on a nice green streak, man. Way to go.
Yeah. I try to cut my losses really faster now, so I think that's helping out a lot. I used to hold too long, so
Ay, ay, ay. So MGOL, it's flagging here.
CRNC.
There's a red candle on the 5, but we'll see if it continues. I'm really like in this place where I think maybe I should just stop because I'm already at the max loss. It's always a tough situation when you're in this position, you know. But sometimes you just have to be disciplined, follow the rules.
Mm-hmm. Ati, do you pay attention to the volume also? Like what I mean by that is like for MGOL right now, I would not touch it because the volume is decreasing. So would you pay attention to that at all? Or just looking at the flag itself?
Well, I do pay
That's the
attention to
1 minute.
I do pay attention to volume. I actually like that the volume is a little lower right now because we're pulling back. I usually like to see lower volume on the pullbacks and stronger or higher volume when the breakout is occurring, which is
Gotcha.
what we had if you look at like the last consolidation versus this one.
Mhm.
So sideways volume kind of decreased a little bit around like 11:06 a.m. market time. But then when it was time for breakout, it just absolutely erupted.
Oh, got it. Mhm.
So the new 5-minute candle is gonna be here in like 40 seconds, and does it have what it takes to get over this double top at 73 5-day? So if the 5-minute candle makes a new high and you know it gives a good smooth move, maybe it goes up to 75 and then the pre-market highs are at 81. Maybe that could become the next target. MNTS. So the low of that last red candle is 69, and here we are 72. We'll see if it's able to keep going. If it makes a new low in this consolidation, that's fine, but I'd like to see if that does happen, it'd have to like reclaim and then curl back over 70, retest the higher range, which is 74. Somebody's complimenting your voice, Jilly.
What they're doing?
Said they've complimented your voice. They say you're talking very calmly.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, some people have that radio voice, man. When I was listening to Marcelo in those 2 weeks, he'd be quiet most of the times and then randomly just like would go crazy. It's like, is there somebody in my room like coming to freaking cut my neck or something? It's almost like your heart kind of sinks a little bit. It's like, so I look over like, wait, did this guy like lose 10 grand or something? It's like, it's a normal $200 loss. It's like crazy. So here's the new low. Will we reclaim? So low of the candlestick there was 67. I think this is fine. And notice the volume on this red candle here in the first 2 minutes 30 seconds is fairly light. So can we hold up the low of this candle or the VWAP area and give the red to green here slowly over time?
In FRG.
If it's weak, it'll just sell off. Probably like put back below VWAP, but we'll see. So far, so good.
I feel like this is like a dynamo spot, you know?
Oh yeah.
Just slicing up, loading up.
I'm gonna take 1,000 shear star. I'm not supposed to be trading, but just for the sake of the culture,
DRSTU may resume in less than a minute.
I'm gonna buy something. So if we get a new consolidation here, a lower consolidation, we'll want to eventually curl back up.
IRVT.
MSW.
Definitely anything below VWAP, especially if it doesn't reclaim right away, is for me in this type of situation too weak, which is essentially 1 penny of risk. 1 penny of risk for a move back to 75, which is, what's that? 8 cents, 8 to 1 risk to reward. I should be taking 100,000 shares here.
STIM.
Dude, you said 100,000 shares?
Yeah, that's what I should be taking. I mean, if I was trading aggressively, I would have took like 15,000. But that's the size I really should be pushing to, like, you know, because the risk to reward ratio is there, as long as it just doesn't teleport down. The only issue is if it goes from like 66, or let's say 67. Yeah, even 66, like if you're about to stop out and it just like teleports down like 60, then you've lost way more than you anticipated.
NBIS.
So this needs to retest this high eventually here. And can we eventually retest this high?
EDD.
73, 74. It can pull back before it gets there, like a red candle or two, which is fine. Is Marcelo here? If Marcelo is trading the setup, it's probably in there 40,000, 50,000 size. Marcelo, you here?
Yeah, but I missed that dip though. I'm not in at all. But it's a penny stock though, so for sure it would be at least 20K size.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I let Max loss hold me back here from a good trade.
STIM.
So right now I'm up 4 cents. If I'm in with a big position, I could sell some right here. Like I could take a third off and then just keep waiting. But right now it's telling me it is gonna test 74. There could be a red candle though in the next 2 minutes or next minute, even right here. The key though is if it does dip, it can't retest the lows, or it shouldn't. Let's say it shouldn't. If it does, then maybe it's too weak.
MNT.
So maybe we're gonna get a red candle here. Let's see. It's fighting though. So I'm gonna sell a third, which is what I would have done anyways with size. just in case this dip ends up going right back to the lows. And now can the other 66% of the position go to the moon? But this is the 5-minute setup though. This is why I'm able to hold it so long. This is not, I wouldn't really consider it a 1-minute dip. It's more like the 5-minute setup and watching for a 5-minute candle to make a new high. I might take this trade once every few days.
ACB.
So, Enzo, if Dynamo is watching here, right? I mean, we can ask him. Let's see what he says. If he's in, he might be in.
Is he in? No, I don't think he's in.
I'm gonna ask him.
He probably took like 100,000, 150.
Spartan also. Let me ask Spartan because he's also sometimes trading aggressive.
Dude, something got into Spartan, man. He's really flipped it on. Is he here? Spartan, you here?
I don't think he's in the voice chat. Big Steve says he wants it below 70. So this is where if it does come down to like 69, it needs to hold up and then reclaim 70. Yeah, Spartan turned into a big boy. Big boy trading. Not for long at this rate. Spartan's red on the month like 10 grand and he thinks it's the end of the world after making like 250,000 in 2-3 months. But the red streaks will happen at times. Here's your trade, Steve. Here you go. Are you long 10,000, Big Steve? So being that I'm holding this needs to like reclaim this level. My stop is break even. I will not allow it to go below break even here. Come on, come on. And it's why I like to sell something, because if you don't sell anything and it doesn't curl back up, then you're like green 5 cents unrealized and you took nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
It's looking depsy.
80 held.
60.
Buyers at 80.
My average is 67 too, so took the dip, sold for a loss from Big Steve.
80.
ACB. DXA.
Right now it's nail biting. What is it gonna do?
Oh, Dynamo do right now.
SMCI. MNTS may resume in less than a minute.
I think he would stick to his game plan.
He's still be holding.
What's RVSN doing?
RVSN?
Wacky right now. Going straight up.
MNTS also big flush down, halt down. RVSN a little lighter volume right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
By Enzo, you see, this could, if this works, it's like the double bottom on the ABCD, high or low.
MNTS.
Yeah.
It's fighting. Right now it's fighting. And what I could do here, I could add back to full size or more. If it ends up holding, like below 70. and then see what it does for the retest 75 again. But my average would be a little higher though if I do add.
Nice, it helped 80. So you say you added at, where do you add?
No, I didn't add. I'm saying in theory, like you could add if you want to, if it ends up like double bottoming here.
Yeah.
As for a higher low, potential A, B, C, D.
Yeah. ABC needs playing itself out here,
SMCI.
but
Yeah, it's still not out of the woods.
STIM. AMDA. UTC.
TCBP.
What I'd hope for is a surprise candle of like just 4 cents to the green side. Gio, what's up, bro?
Hey, how are you?
Long time no see, man.
Yeah, it's been a little while for me. But everything good. Still showing up every day on my end. So I haven't been the most dialed, but
BFRG.
I need to pick up the dialing a little bit more. But yeah, still showing up at the least.
Yes, sir. Showing up is a big part of it.
Still momentum going on. I had already left like the last hour ago. I just saw that you guys were on the Discord, so I just jumped on. But
Yeah,
how's the momentum?
It's still kind of slow. I'm watching MGOL, kind of hoping it doesn't fail here. It's working out, it seems like. We'll see if it pushes up.
SMCI.
Now the 5-minute candle needs to make the new high, and then I need to see over 75. It's at 71 right now. 71 cents.
Yeah, I see it. It's kind of a pivotal moment for it right now.
DXF may resume.
Either it does the
I see.
ABCD or it doesn't right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to take profits in this trade, especially if it rejects 74 area. But I'm still holding for over the level if it looks really good.
WGS.
Being up 4 cents on a penny stock is pretty significant. So it's like taking something else here is not a bad idea if you want to. But it holding up the lows there is like a little bit of confirmation. So I want to give it at least another 3 minutes.
BFRG. SMCI.
It's turning to be a really long hold here, but
ACB.
Especially in this time of the day, 4 cents on a stock like this is super good.
DXA.
I am trading it with really small size because I'm at max loss though. So just kind of just, I guess, process over profits at this point.
RFAC halted.
I hear you. I'm red
RFAC
today
resumed
too.
at 11
Was it
hours,
fun?
40 minutes and 22 seconds.
How'd you do on BNAI? And if you're locked in there, my bad.
RBT.
No, I did terrible, man. I only made 750 at the highs and then I gave it back.
Dude, honestly, I am in the same exact boat as you. I was kind of green on the way up, but not even as much as I probably should be. And then, yeah, at the very end, just gave it back and some.
Selling another
BFRG.
2/10 of the position there because there's a huge seller at 72 that's posing a resistance before the resistance, which is never a great sign. Honestly, some people might just take the entire thing right there, but we'll see. So down to half of the position here.
HIT.
See, in my mind, I have the extra zero, at least 10,000. I take this with at least 10,000 shares. So it's like
ACB.
I have the extra zero or zeros at the end of the position. I guess 1-0.
If we hold 70, we're still pretty good here.
It's fighting for its life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think at this point a trailing stop is a bad idea. Like instead of waiting for break even now, it's like, okay, if this comes down to like maybe like high 68, then I get out for something at least.
I think that was an impressive pop that we just saw right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yes,
looking,
pop.
I wasn't feeling too hopeful about it, but that pop there could give it some life.
So someone is looking to sell 98,000 shares at 72. I think there's a few other sellers there as well. And let's see what's it gonna do here. Can we reclaim? There's 740. 69.9 by 730. Big Steve is probably in on that dip again there. Yeah, okay. I'm getting ready to cut it here if it comes down.
SOPA.
Yeah, that's what could be so tricky in this kind of market environment I feel like we're in, where you get that nice pop before the breakdown through 70. So it's like almost giving you that false hope. And then that's what leads to the breakdown, almost like a mini little bull trap.
Another bottoming wick.
Bull trap into the bear trap.
See, but if I had 100,000 shares, like this is like I'd have to be this same level of calm and thinking. Like sometimes when you have so much size, you just see the green on the screen and you just say to yourself, "Hey man, 4K, that 4K looks really good," and then you're selling the trade early.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what the zeros would do, right? I mean, I'd be up with the 10,000, right? Every penny. Actually, is my math right here? Yeah, every penny would be $100. So at 100,000, every penny would be $1,000 plus or minus.
SOPA.
So right here, big moment. Can we get over 72 resistance? And there's more seller 73. So how's it gonna do here? Can we hold 72 and keep going? I'm taking it off, and we might be flushing out. So I'll look for the panic flush here. If it flushes down like 66. See, because there's more seller 73, like the real resistance is supposed to be like 74. It's like just too much sellers up there.
HBM.
And where did I get out? 70, 71 for 78 and 71 6. So I didn't even get anything above 72. It didn't flush out all the way, so it looks like maybe still coming down. 69. Sometimes when they don't flush out all the way, you can keep watching maybe for a retest, but this is looking depsy. At 63, we had another seller of 88,000, along with maybe like a 20,000 and like a few 10,000 more, so maybe like 140,000 shares or more, which usually for this type of price is not a lot, but That along with hidden sellers, you're not looking too good to break, being that we've been struggling already. So that's kind of what gave me the indication to just sell everything.
IRBT. APLD.
So for those of you on YouTube, free lesson, day trading 101. Now, if you want all the secrets, feel free to buy the course, where you get access to every setup, not just the 5-minute setup. Do I get wash sales, and how do you deal with them? So wash sales really happen when you're trading the same company within, I think, like a 90-day period. And it really only happens when you're taking on a loss that you have to like, shit, hold up. Let me look up the rule again. This happens every time somebody asks. My brain cannot function with this wash sale rule. Tax harvesting, right? So people would like try to sell a position. So okay, and it's within 30 days. They try to sell an unrealized position at a loss so that they wouldn't have to pay as much in taxes. Primarily for us, as we're day trading, we're trading a new stock every day. It's rare that we're trading the same stocks over and over. The solution is don't lose. Yeah, we're trading we're trading different stocks every day. So within a 30-day period, maybe only every now and again we'll ever trade the same stock. And then we're usually green every time, right? Or at least not every time, but most of the times. You cannot sell a stock or a security for a loss and then buy the identical shares within 30 days before or after the sale.
SF just said, "Don't lose." I think that's a good solution. Don't lose. Don't worry about it.
APLD. AMDA.
I feel like the accounting is not as complicated as it seems. But if you're trading the same stock like Tesla over and over, Nvidia or whatever, then you definitely have to pay more attention to it, right? The disallowed, I don't think you ever have to pay the disallowed ever. CYN taxes. If you don't make over like 10 or 15,000, you're probably not gonna have to pay taxes. But if you're at like a 10 or $15,000 loss, I believe you can like write off up to like 4,000. But then that's where you have to be careful of the wash sale rule. Because if you're falling victim to it, I don't think they allow you to write off the loss. But if you're at a gain, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay. We're in my state, I think over like 10,000. If you don't make over 10,000 or like 15,000, they don't even care. But once it gets over like 16, 17, then you can. Then they'll like see, and it's like okay. I'm red 1600 today. Red 1600. Red day of 1600. I don't know if there's a way I can put the position on screen, like how Marcelo has it. Maybe I can like. Can I? Let's see. How do you detach this? Detached layout in separate window.
HIMS.
Maybe I could keep this somewhere on the screen.
CHR.
I don't know how this would work though. I have to like pop it in somewhere. Yeah, this just nowhere for this to go where it makes sense. I guess I could do it via DAS and maybe put it like right here in like a very small bubble. That probably could work.
HIMS.
I don't know. Today is one of these days where it feels like I came here and it's like hardly anything happened, and you know, it's like the day is done. It feels like nothing happened today and the day is already done in terms of trading.
CRNC.
And look at MGOL, it's curled back up to 72. See, this is kind of tough because it's hard to hold through this type of huge red candle. Why did Big Steve ban the messages? Was there anything bad? I guess it was kind of spammy. Maybe. Well, I didn't see anything wrong, but if Big Steve saw something, well, you know, Big Steve has authority here, so. But yeah, for those of you in the chat, I mean, I think maybe that's it. It's 11:50. Maybe time to shut her down and come back tomorrow. We'll get through 73 here. Is trying. I don't see as many sellers this time. There's 47,000 shares sitting up there. $100,000 shares getting bought up. There's 73.7. There's 74. Another 50,000 or so shares. And those are bought up as well. And here's the move to 75, where we have another 300,000 shares of sellers.
SPRC.
NIXX.
See, when the stocks don't flush all the way down, it's like sometimes there's a chance it can curl back up, but right here it kind of kept going lower. 67. We had lows of 60. Let's see, what was the initial low? 67.13. The low here was 67.59. I think if you're buying back here, you're definitely a little bit more aggressive to retake the same trade after the false breakout. This is just a tough place for me to try to buy back again after already giving it like 10 minutes. But this is where we're going to get the better resolution. Stuff like this is what like sort of like pisses people off, but you know, what can you do, right? If it doesn't go in the place where you thought it would, you know, it's all good. 75, and maybe we get 76, 77, but if I'm holding, I think I'd be satisfied with selling everything at 75. Maybe holding just 1/10 of the trade, if anything. But I'd be satisfied with the move right here. So 67 to 75. 8 cents on a penny stock is extremely impressive. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to shut it down. It's been a pleasure as usual for those of you here in the chat. We always encourage everyone to turn on their mics. I'm still, you know what, I was supposed to do a mic giveaway for December. Maybe something we still do here in the Q1, Q2 of this year.
BDRX.
I'll buy like 5 or 10 headsets and then just ship them out to chat room
DXA.
members for those of you that don't have. But yeah, we always encourage you guys to turn on the headsets, jump in the convo, hang out, have a good time. But yeah, that's where I'm going to shut it down. Red day. And the recaps are going to be back this week, so there'll be a recap today. Down 1600, and we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully for a better day of momentum. Stay safe, stay green. Likewise on YouTube, check out those links down below. Also, don't forget to check out the link here for the classes. Again, we're running the promotion once again. We're going to Arizona, and if you want to be one of the lucky people to come along with us, we're going to be flying out and inviting a ton of people, ton of students. This team house will be bigger than ever before. There's like some special guests that may be there. It all depends on how things play out. But yeah, I think you guys are going to like this one. We're going bigger and better than ever before. The Florida house, I love that house so much. The layout was just ideal. But I think this house here can give the Miami house a run for its money. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, check out the links down below. Stay safe, stay green. Nick's mic, is this mic low? Is it bad? But anyhow, I'll catch you guys later. Check out the classes, check out the chat room, check out the Momo Pro scanner, utilize the coupons, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 9 a.m.